So today's topics of discussion are continuity and differentiability and applications of derivatives. Right. So before I proceed, you guys tell me, is there any concept that you want me to explain?
The problem on continuity, sir.
Problem with continuity. Like what kind of issues do you have with continuity?
That finding the discontinuous points.
Okay. We have such problems. At that point, I'll explain. Anything else?
That's all.
That's it. Okay. Others? Srivatsan, Siddharth, Venkat, what are the issues you have?
Sir, in an exam I wrote, I got a few differentiability questions wrong, sir. That prove that this is differentiable or not, andamari, something like that.
Okay. அதுக்கு நான் ஒன்று பண்றேன். I'll teach you a shortcut. Okay. Shortcut use it for competitive exams.
Sir, I can use that shortcut only, no, sir. I don't know what to do.
Don't do it. CBSE இல்ல short அத நான் சொல்லி தரேன். I'll explain. நான் சொல்றேன். Don't worry. உனக்கு என்ன you need to know how to verify standard what are the steps to be followed to verify whether the given function is differentiable at a point or not, correct? Adana, that's your
Yes,
doubt.
sir.
Okay, I'll explain it, not a big deal. Okay, well, then we'll start with that only, Then we'll directly start with, actually, what time was the class? 6:45 or 6? 6:45, 6:30.
6:30.
6:30 to 8.
I put the time as 6:40 to 8. Correct? 6:40 or 6:45. So nothing like we are early. Okay, we can get started. No mistake of us.
Okay.
Yes. New note. Okay. Listen. So I understood that you have problem with continuity and how to verify the differentiability at a given point. Correct? Okay. Continuity first. Let me call that point as C. If I take that point as C, for example. Okay. So what are all the important points to get satisfied? You will verify in terms of limits. So limit extends to C minus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of C minus h is the left limit. Correct? Similarly, limit extends to C plus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of C plus h is the right limit. Am I right? So, if the left limit is equal to the right limit is equal to the function value at that point, then what can you say about? Mathematically, it means that the function is continuous at which point? At point C, right? So, if I have to explain this with respect to a problem, see, the points of discontinuity of this particular function is what? Okay. So if you observe, the function f of x is not the same everywhere. You have 2x square plus 3 divided by 5 for x less than or equal to 1. 6 minus 5x for the value of x between 1 to 3. X minus 3 for the value of x greater than or equal to 3. Correct? So what if you look at the functions individually, what kind of functions are they? Aren't they
Polynomial.
So with respect to a polynomial function, we know an important thing that polynomial functions are continuous on the real number system. Correct? So any real number you substitute, it is going to be a continuous function. But what are we doing? We are considering different kinds of polynomial functions by breaking the functions at which points? At the point x is equal to 1 and at the point x is equal to 3. So what is our job now? We need to verify the continuity of the function. So we know that it is all the three polynomial functions are continuous throughout the system. But here we have a restricted domain. Correct? What do you mean by restricted domain? The 6 minus 5x is a straight line. That straight line's lifespan is only between 1 and 3. X minus 3 is a straight line. Its lifespan is from 3 till infinity. 2x square plus 3 divided by 5 is an upward parabola. Its lifespan is from where to where? It is from 1 to it is from minus infinity to 1. Now we need to see whether this parabola which is coming from minus infinity to 1 is getting connected with 6 minus 5x at which point at 1. Similarly, the 6 minus 5x between 1 to 3, is it getting connected with x minus 3? That is what we need to do. That is the technique. So for that, how are we going to proceed with respect to the steps? So
look at the points where the function changes.
Yes, the point where the function is broken, you need to check the limits. For this problem, do I need to check the left limit for this? If you ask me, no. Because less than 1, I know it is going to be continuous. But at x is equal to 1, what is the function value? F of 1, it is 1. 2 into 1 plus 3, 5 by 5 is going to give you 1. Now, what is the right limit of the function at 1? 1 plus f of x. So how much is it? Limit h tends to 0, f of 1 plus x. That is also going to give you 1. Is this function continuous at 1 or not?
Yes, sir.
Continuous. It is continuous, right? It is right continuous, obviously. So left it is a continuous by default. Towards right also it is continuous. So at 1 it is continuous. What about 3? For 3, what are we supposed to do for this function? Do we check the left limit or the right limit?
Left limit.
Yes, you check left limit. So limit h tends to 0, 6 minus 5 into 3 minus h. So 6 minus 15 is going to give you minus 9. At x is equal to 3, you will take this function 0. Is it continuous at that point?
No.
Harini, I hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay, was this the problem?
Polynomials, it's fine, sir. Like with trigonometric functions, if they ask, then that's
trigonometry also same logic. Now you have to know the domains of those functions.
Okay.
If you have a particular problem, if you try few problems, if you still face issue, approach me. Okay, let me know. Okay. That's it. Next is we wanted to speak about. Just give me a minute, guys. I'm getting a call. So I saw a problem. Okay. If you want to check the differentiability, what are we supposed to do? Anybody who can tell me how to check the differentiability of a function? So first and foremost thing is a function, for it to be differentiable, it has to be continuous, no doubt about it. So for it to be differentiable, what are the mathematical conditions that it needs to follow? So if I take a function like this, if this is the point C, then this will be C minus H, and this will be C plus H, where this distance is H. This we would have discussed, right? So how do you check the left derivative? Limit H tends to 0, f of C minus f of C minus H, the whole divided by H. This is called as the left derivative. A and B in Patana. If I join these two, I will get a secant. So what is the slope of the secant? F of C minus f of C minus H divided by H. Guys, I hope you know this.
Yes, sir.
What about the right derivative? English solunga. Limit H tends to 0. F of
C plus H.
C plus H. Come from the right. C plus H minus f of
minus
C.
F of C by H.
By H. Okay. So this will give you a numerical value. This will give you a numerical value. Similarly, if you find f dash of C, this will also give you a numerical value. If all these three values are the same, then you can say that the given function is differentiable at that particular point. Right? So these are the steps you need to follow. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So if a problem comes, I'll explain it. So other things, I hope it is simple, right? Doing normal differentiation, all those things. Similarly, applications of derivatives, I hope you guys are comfortable.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, while doing the problems, if there are any tricky ones, I'll discuss it. So first one, how to do it. Actually, the question is log of log x base x square. Log of log x base x square, we need to find f dash of x at point x is equal to e. So this is f of x. So what we can do is, see, whenever you have a logarithmic function, please make a note of it. Log of a base b can be written as log a base c into log of c base b. And this can also be written as log of a base c divided by log of b base c. So what I can do here is I can write this function as log of log x base e divided by log of x square base e. Because we know what is the derivative of log x base e. Correct? So what we need to do here is you need to apply u by v rule and then chain rule and then solve it. Will you guys be able to do, or you want me to do?
We'll do.
Will you try? Okay. Anyways, we'll do one thing. No, I feel the problem is slightly tough. You also try. I'll also try. Let's see if the answer is matching. So f dash of x is log of x square into 1 by log x into 1 by x minus log of log x base e into 1 by x square into 2x. The whole divided by log of x square, the whole square. Okay, they're asking f dash of e. You need not sit and solve the whole thing and then substitute it. You can directly substitute f dash of e. So log of e square into 1 by e into log e base e minus log of log e base e into 2 by e square. So log of 1 is going to be 0. So this whole thing is 0 divided by log of e square, the whole square. So log of e square, and this will get cancelled. So what is that you are left out with? 1 by 2e into log e square. Because see, log of e square is nothing but 2 log e. Correct? So 2 log e will get multiplied with e log e. So that is 2e log e the whole square. Is there an option like that? Okay, log e is anyways 1. So 1 by 2e. I think there should be an option like that. 1 by 2e. Irka. Guys, I hope everyone is clear.
Can you show
Yes,
that?
Sure, I'll do that. If there is any doubt in the step, please let me know.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Clear? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll go to the next problem. I think there's only tough one. Next, you guys try it. If u is equal to tan inverse of, somebody asked me, no? The tan inverse of 2x, this thing is there. No, what if this kind of a problem comes? Tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square and sin inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square. Find du by dv. Can directly tell what is the answer.
One, sir.
Answer is 1. Why? Because
both are tan inverse, 2 tan inverse 6. Sir.
Both are 2 tan inverse 6. So when you differentiate the same function and to find the ratio of it, it's 1. Anyways, to show the steps, you guys obviously need to do it. So you can write it as 2 tan inverse x and this as 2 tan inverse x. Differentiate this thing and this thing separately, divide both. That's the answer. Okay. Next. Let's try this one. So x power y is equal to e power x minus y. Then find the value of dy by dx. So a function raised to the power of function means what are we supposed to do?
Log.
Log
take log on both the sides. So if I take log on both sides, y log x is equal to x minus y. Correct? Differentiate 1 by y into log x into y dash. Wait, sorry. So log x into y dash plus y divided by x is equal to 1 minus y dash. So y dash into 1 plus log x is equal to 1 minus y by x. So y dash is equal to x minus y divided by x into 1 plus log x. But what is x minus y? X minus y is y log x. Is there an option like this? What am I missing? So we can do this thing also, no? Because the option doesn't have y in it, I need to eliminate this y. Y into 1 plus log x is equal to x. So y is equal to x divided by 1 plus log x. Correct? So x divided by 1 plus log x into log x, the whole divided by x into 1 plus log x. So x and x will get cancelled. Log x divided by 1 plus log x the whole square. Is there an option like this? Everyone, are you clear with what I did?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next. I hope you guys are doing parallelly with me.
Yes, sir. If f of x is equal to 1 minus sin x divided by pi minus 2x the whole square, where x is equal to pi by 2, f of pi by 2 is lambda, then f of x will be continuous function at x is equal to pi by 2, where lambda is how much? So for a function to be continuous, limit extends to c, f of x should be equal to f of c. There is also a known fact, right? There is a basic definition that is given in your textbook. So limit extends to pi by 2, f of x, that is 1 minus sin x divided by pi minus 2x the whole square, should be equal to f of c. F of c is lambda. So how to solve this, duh?
Substitute pi by 2.
So,
Pi by 2 minus h.
Yes. Substitute pi by 2 minus x as t. Then limit t tends to 0, 1 minus sine of, I can write it as pi by 2 minus t divided by 2 when then it will become 4 outside pi by 2 minus x, pi by 2 minus x na t. So can I write it as 4t square? Guys, did you understand what I did? So what I did to the denominator is I took the 2 outside. If 2 comes outside, you come out as 4. Then pi by 2 is inside, minus x is left out, the whole square. But pi by 2 minus x is nothing but t. I substituted it here. I got 4t square.
Yes, sir.
So limit t tends to 0. 1 minus sine pi by 2 minus t is cos t. 1 minus cos t is 2 sine square t by 2 divided by 4 is already there, t square 2. So 1 by 2 into limit t tends to 0. Sine square t by 2 divided by this t square is there. Now what should I do to it? T by 2 the whole square into 4. 1 by 8. So what will be the answer? It is 1 by 8. Tell me one thing. Did you guys understand what I did here?
Why did
So
I
that
write it as
2 sin square t by 2.
okay? 2 sin square t length. You want me to explain?
Yes, sir. How did that?
Because see, sine pi by 2 minus t is cos t. So 1 minus cos t is 2 sin square t by 2.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. After this, did you understand these steps?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hello. Okay. Other steps, did you guys understand? See, because what I did is limit extends to 0, sin x by x is 1. So,
Yes.
since here it is t by 2, here also I need to have t by 2 because it's a square. That is why I wrote it as t square by 2 into 4. So, this thing has come. Answer is 1 by 8. Do we have an option? 1 by 8.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Fifth one, can you do? Y is equal to a e power mx plus b e power m minus mx. Then y2 is equal to. Y is equal to a e power. Y2 means second derivative. Do it fast and tell me.
M square y, sir.
M square y. Yeah, let me check. That's right. Okay, you just have to differentiate it twice. Similarly, sixth one, what are we supposed to do? X power p into y power q is equal to x plus y the whole power p plus q. Then dy by dx is. Again, this problem needs
Log.
log. So take log on both the sides. Do it fast and tell me what is the answer. Anybody with the answer?
So y by x.
That's right. Seventh one. Is there anyone having a problem for the sixth one? What is the question? X power p into y power q is equal to
Yes,
x plus
sir.
y power p plus q.
Plus.
Okay. So if you take log on both the sides, then p log x plus q log y is equal to p plus q into log of x plus y. So differentiate on both the sides. P by x plus q by y into y dash is equal to p plus q divided by x plus y into 1 plus y dash. So collect all y dash terms. Y dash is p by y. Sorry, q by y minus p plus q divided by x plus y is equal to p plus q by x plus y minus p by x. Correct? So y dash into q into x plus y plus py minus qy minus py minus qy. So qy will get cancelled. The whole divided by y into x plus y is equal to px plus qx minus px minus py. The whole divided by x into x plus y. X plus y gets cancelled. So px and px will get cancelled. So y dash into qx minus py divided by y is equal to qx minus py divided by x. This and this will get cancelled. Y dash is y by x. That's right. Okay. Next one. Tell me how to approach. So the function f of x is equal to e power minus of mod x is it continuous everywhere? So first of all, when you have a modulus function, what are we supposed to do? So f of x is equal to
function.
So you can write it as e power minus x when x greater than 0. 1 when x is equal to 0. E power x when x is less than 0. Tell me if anyone didn't understand this thing.
Yes, sir.
Clear. Okay. So exponential function by default, we know it is having its domain as real numbers, right? But what is the point at which we need to check the continuity of it? We need to check with respect to this problem, we need to check it at x is equal to 0. So f of 0 minus, that is what is the left limit? Left limit is e power 0 minus h, you will get it as 1 only. F of 0 plus is also 1.
1.
F of 0 is also 1. So all the three are 1. So it is definitely continuous. But what about its differentiability? If I take f dash of x, it is minus e power minus x. This is what I meant by shortcut. Means you directly differentiate it. Minus e power minus x, 1, and e power x. X greater than 0, x is equal to 0.
So
X
0, sir.
Is it 0? Oh, is it 0? Okay.
1.
0. Yeah. Okay. For x greater than 0, if you substitute, what will you get? You will get here as minus 1. At x is equal to 0, derivative 0. At x less than 0, you will get it as plus 1. So 3 are different values. So what can you conclude? It is continuous everywhere, but not
differentiable.
Okay. But how are we supposed to do this problem if it is asked for a 2 mark? They are asking you to verify the differentiability of a function.
We must use the c minus h.
Yes, you have to do that f of c minus h minus f of c by h. So you guys try that. If you have doubt, let me know. Srivatsan, you try and let me know that. சரியா? So f of x is 2x, g of x is x squared by 2 plus 1. Then which of the following functions can be a discontinuous function? F of x into g of x. So if you have two polynomial functions in your hand, when is there a possibility for those polynomial functions to become a discontinuous function?
When one of
When
them
they
is
become
discontinuous.
polynomial function, rendume continuous thanama. So there is a property, if you have two continuous functions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So when you add them, you're going to get another
Sir,
continuous.
B is there.
It is B because these two polynomial functions, when it is written in the form of a ratio, it becomes a rational function. Okay. If it is written in the form g of x by f of x, individually, if you see f of x is continuous at every point, g of x is continuous at every point. But if you write it as x square plus 1, that is x square plus 2 by 2 divided by 2x, then this rational function has a possibility of becoming discontinuous at which point? At x is equal to 0. Because denominator cannot be 0. So answer is B. Do it. Let's do the 11th one. Do it faster. It's based on inverse trigonometry. Y is equal to tan inverse of cos x divided by 1 plus sin x. So cos x, what can we do? 1 plus sin x. Is it 1? 1 or Radhima? You will get.
So I can write it as cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2.
By
Cos.
2. No. Yes. You will have by 2. Harini, be careful.
Yes, sir.
You will have, that's right, whatever you told is right. You can write it as cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 divided by. So 1 plus sin x can be written as cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 the whole square. So cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 can be written as cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. So let me do this problem separately. Is there anyone who is not able to understand? Y is equal to tan inverse of cos x divided by 1 plus sin x. Okay, that will be tan inverse of cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 divided by cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 the whole square. Tan inverse of, this will be cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 the whole divided by cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 the whole square. So, sorry. This and this will get cancelled. What will you have? Tan inverse of 1 minus tan x by 2 by 1 plus tan x by 2. Tan inverse of tan 5 by 4
minus x by 2.
So you will get 5 by 4 minus x by 2 as y. Y dash will be minus half. Okay. So y dash is minus half. So 12th one, it's chain rule. I hope you guys can do it. Similarly, 13th one, it is applications of derivative. The equation of tangent to the curve y is equal to e power 2x at point 0, 1. So differentiate it and write the equation. So y dash is how much? 2 e power 2x. So y dash at 0 is 2. So slope is 2. Did you understand why I substituted 0? Because x is 0. So what is the equation? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus 1 is 2x. So y minus 2x is 1. Or y minus 1 is 2x. Option B. Okay. Right. Next. This should be a good problem. So the function f of x is equal to 2 times log of x minus 2 minus x square plus 4x plus 1 increases on the interval. Increases means what is the condition? F dash of x
greater than 0.
Greater than 0. So what is f dash of x here? 2 divided by x minus 2 minus 2x plus 4. Right. 2 minus 2x into x minus 2 plus 4 into x minus 2 divided by x minus 2. So 2 minus 2x square plus 4x minus 8 the whole divided by x minus 2. So 8x minus 2x square minus 6 the whole divided by x minus 2. Right, this is f dash of x. So if this has to be greater than 0, then the numerator and the denominator have to be simultaneously greater than 0 or simultaneously less than 0. So one common mistake that will happen is you'll put greater than 0, you'll push the x minus 2 to the other side. Don't do that. Okay. So it is like minus 2x square plus 8x minus 6 is greater than 0 and x minus 2 is also greater than 0. Or minus 2x square plus 8x minus 6 is less than 0 and x minus 2 is less than 0. Find the intervals and tell me. So this is one way, or the other way is, since this is a quadratic equation, can you factorize and tell me, guys? Let's make it in a simpler way. Can you factorize and tell me? So minus 2, if I take out x square minus 4x plus 3 divided by x minus 2. So that is minus 2 into x minus 3 into x minus 1 divided by x minus 2. So what are the critical points? 1,
1, 3.
2, 1, 2, 3, right? So you check for value less than 1. So this should come out as greater than 0. We'll use the wavy curve method. For less than 1, what is going to happen? Negative, negative, negative. So 3 negatives in the numerator, 1 negative in the denominator. It will be a positive value. So between 1 to 2, take a value and substitute and see. 1.5. 1.5 means what will you get? Negative, positive, negative. So positive by negative, there is obviously going to be a negative. 2 to 3. Any value between 2 to 3.
Positive.
Negative, positive.
Positive.
So obviously it is positive. Greater than 3.
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. Negative, right? So use a wavy curve method. It goes like this. So minus infinity to 1. Since 1 is in the numerator, closed bracket, union 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is included because 3 is in the numerator. Irka option adha mari. So since they have given it like this, we will take. So since they didn't say greater than or equal to 0, then it should be open bracket. Because increasing means we have to take. So did they say increasing or
Increasing then
greater than or equal
equal to 0.
It should have actually been like this. Sorry.
3.
Okay. One is included, 2 is not included, 3 is included. Okay. So the line y is equal to x minus 1 is a tangent to the curve at which point? So keep solving, I'll be back. Yeah, tell me that. The line y is equal to x plus 1 is a tangent. 1, 2. What did you do? You substituted the values and checked. How did you solve?
Y square 4x differentiate. We got 2 by y is equal to 1, sir.
y dash will be equal to 4 by 2y. So you got y by 2 1 புரியல என்ன பண்ண. Two by y is 1. Okay, you got y is equal to, correct.
Then
You will get x is equal to 1. Okay, 16th. The volume of a sphere is increasing at a rate of 3 centimeter cube per second. The rate at which the radius increases when the radius is 2 centimeters. So volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. dV by dt is 3. The rate at which the radius increases is, so 4 by 3 pi into 3 r square into dr divided by dt is equal to 3. 3 will get cancelled. So 4 pi r square into dr by dt is equal to 3. So dr by dt evrada? 3 divided by 4 pi into r square is 4. So 3 divided by 16 pi. Is there an option? Right? Similarly, if you look at the 17th one, the 17th one is similar to that 1 minus cos t problem that we did. So this I'm leaving it to you. 18th, leaving it to you. 19th, leaving it to you. 20, leaving it to you. So differentiate this thing. Let's try this. Cos inverse of root of 1 plus cos x, right? This 2 cos square x by 2 divided by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Cos inverse of root of cos x by 2. Sorry. Yes. Cos x by 2. This will give us x by 2. So y dash is how much? So y is equal to x by 2. Y dash will be half. Got it?
sir.
So 20 seconds, we'll discuss the hints alone. 20 seconds every pannu. Y is equal to tan inverse of sin x by 1.
2 sin x by 2, cos x by 2, and 1
Very
plus
good.
cos x is 2 cos square x by 2.
Cos square x.
அப்படியே மைண்ட்லயே பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க என்ன வரும். Cos x by 2 and cos square x by 2, one will get cancelled. You will get tan inverse of
Tan inverse of tan of x by 2.
correct. That will be x by 2.
Again 1 by 2.
Again half. Y is equal to sin inverse x. They're asking us to prove something. Either second derivative. So let's try this one, okay? So y is equal to sin inverse of x. Prove that d square y by dx square enna kekranga. X divided by 1 minus x square the whole power 3 by 2. So x is equal to sin y. 1 is equal to cos y into y dash. Or else we can actually directly go also. We can directly differentiate it. Y dash evrada? 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Y double dash is minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square the whole square into 1 divided by 2 root of 1 minus x square into minus 2x. Did you understand what I did?
Yes, sir.
Right. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Minus and minus will get multiplied. X divided by root of 1 minus x square, the whole square is 1 minus x square. 1 minus x square into root of 1 minus x square is 1 minus x square, the whole power 3 by 2. Is that what they're asking? Right. Next. 24th you can do. I think all other problems are simple only. You guys will try.
Yes, sir.
You try if you have any doubt, you approach me. All other things are simple only, like different. I think I've done enough problems in calculus and class. Okay, so this problem alone, you guys try now and tell me what is the answer, because you need to. Are you guys comfortable with Devi curve method?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
If you're comfortable, then this problem is also easy.
Sir, in case we forget how wavy curve method works, சும்மா இன்டர்வெல்ல பிரிச்சு பாசிட்டிவா நெகட்டிவா போட்டு பண்ணிடலாங்க. சேம் திங் தான் பேசிக்கலி.
சேம் திங் அதுதான்
இன்ஸ்டெட் ஆஃப் த கர்வ் ஒரு டேபிள் மாதிரி போட்டு பண்ணா ஓகே தானே?
அது ஓகே. தட்ஸ் வாட் டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்ஸ் டு. டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்ல அப்படி தான மைனஸ் பிளஸ் போட்டு பண்ணி.
எஸ் சார்.
தட்ஸ் ஃபைன். அது கூட பண்ணலாம்.
ஓகே சார்.
அது வேவ் வரையணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லடா. You just see the intervals in which it is positive. That's enough. You can actually shade it also. இப்போ for example அந்த 1 2 3 problem இருக்குல, I think this was positive negative positive negative. You can just shade it like this.
Something to indicate அவ்வளவுதானே சார்?
அவ்வளவுதான். That's to indicate. அது ஒன்னும் specific method. It's to know where it is positive and where it is negative.
சரி சார். ஓகே சார்.
Okay. Let's try the 44th. I think it's something interesting. Let's do. The equation of the tangent at 2, 3 on the curve y square is equal to a cube plus b is y is equal to 4x minus 5. I think there is something missing in the question. Y square is equal to a cube plus b abdina, it is a constant. If you differentiate it, you are going to get 0. But this the question is a because if it is 0, no, then the slope of the equation should have been slope anything parallel to x. அப்படி ஏதாவது இருந்திருக்கணும். I think there is something missing in the question. Let me check. What is the number? 44. It is, I think it is x cube plus ax cube plus b. ax cube plus b. அது வேணா வச்சு ட்ரை பண்ணலாம். So y square is equal to ax cube plus b. The equation of tangent is y is equal to 4x minus 5. So 2y into y dash is equal to 3ax square. So y dash is equal to 3ax square divided by 2y. Okay. They gave the point also, no? So 3a into 4 divided by 6. This will get cancelled. 2. So it is 2a. So y dash is 2a, na 2a is 4. Appa a vandu 2. When a is 2, we know that y square is equal to ax cube plus b. Another you can write it as 2x cube plus b. Since 2, 3 is a point on this curve, you can substitute that point also. When you substitute the point, you will get 9 is equal to 2 into 8 plus b, which implies b will be how much? Minus 7. So a is 2, b is minus 7. So question is actually wrong. Data is missing.
Sir, so but I hope 2a be equal to 4 by 5, sir.
Edra?
So 2a, the slope.
Okay. 4 by 5, 4 it is of the form y is equal to mx plus c.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think these kind of questions have been asked. There is NCERT problem. I remember explaining it to you by tearing a paper and all those things. Remaining is easier. You guys can do it. If there is any doubt, let me know. If you want, I will send the solution sheet for this. You guys can go through it. Okay. So any other doubt apart from this? Any other doubts, guys?
No, sir.
sir.
Try it out. Either doubt and you reach out. As simple as that.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sure. I'll see you guys in the next class. Just a minute. Wait, don't leave. Yeah, now you guys can do.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.